this is Aksha, Rithika, and today we're gonna be reacting to some of internet's content on what psychology has to say, and apparently all these websites which aren't from the psychology background have a lot to say about psychology and the mind and everything. And today an actual psychologist, Rithika, is going to be reacting to it and explaining to you how stupid and how incorrect these are. So, and I'm going to read the first one.
Let's get
from
started.
Okay, here goes the first one. It says, psychology says, if you can't sleep at night, it means you're awake in someone's dream. Okay, I'm not able to sleep. I don't know who's dreaming of me. Either, reach out to me or just, stop and let me sleep.
Okay, let's get back to the whole point of how sleep works, like biologically. So sleep is dependent on something called the circadian rhythm, right? So if you want to ever correct your sleep, you need to correct your circadian rhythm.
Okay.
That is basically how your sleep gets regulated because of this hormone called melatonin, which is usually produced like during certain times of the day when it's usually darker.
Yeah.
Right? That's the whole point of jet lag, because your body is used to circadian rhythm and all of that, right?
Yeah, I think we told something about this in our previous video.
Yeah.
About how we can get like super cozy and comfortable and dark spaces.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess it's really relaxing.
Yeah. So yeah, basically that's how your sleep is regulated. And coming to why we dream. So dream is a concept that has not been fully discovered or researched about yet, right? About why it happens. But a few psychologists have given multiple reasons for why we could be dreaming, and one of them being wish fulfillment. Like when you've had a wish for a very long time, like you've lost somebody and you've been dreaming, or like you've been wanting to meet them for a long time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do appear in your dreams, and usually people also associate this to, oh, these people appear in my dream as a very mythical thing, but it's not like that, right? It's just about like you have these wishes, and that's why it's being fulfilled via your dreams. And another reason we dream is to sort of for problem solving. So when you're dealing with a lot of problems in your waking life, your subconscious is sort of working on that even when you're sleeping.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. So then when you wake up sometimes with a solution, magical solution, you wonder how that's happening, right? So that's why when you're dreaming and the sleep is doing its thing, your subconscious is basically working on finding a solution. So that's how. And another thing we usually dream about is the kind of activities we carry out throughout the day or just before going to bed. Yeah, so
especially like watching the
movies. Yeah, you do dream about like a specific character or somebody from series, right?
Or you are in that movie yourself.
Yeah. So that happens, and then another reason it could be happening is for memory consolidation. So basically when we're sleeping, all of our memories are being consolidated and stored in a place, right? So the kind of things you learn and all of that throughout the day are sort of being consolidated when you're sleeping. So that's another reason. And one more fun fact for you all about like dreams is that your brain can't make up images. So you sometimes might see some people in a dream and wonder, who are they? Like, I've never seen these faces. But the fact is that you should have seen them somewhere. Your brain can't make up a new person altogether. You should have just seen them passing by. Maybe you don't actually remember them. You might have just seen them in a magazine for all I know. And that's how they appear in your dreams. So people...
That's very interesting.
Your brain can't make up. Out of nowhere, basically.
So get that is not someone's dream interview, but I get real. Another one is psychology says pretending to be happy when you are in pain is just an example of how strong you are as a person. Okay,
I just want to know who's making these labels of strong or not.
Okay, and I'm very surprised it's coming, and apparently this quote is from thepsychmind.com. Okay, very interesting.
Questionable places. So basically, like thing, sees I don't even know how to react to this because
it's like
pretending to be happy.
hmm,
Like, I mean, if you're really strong, you should be able to own up to your emotions, emote them, express them,
yeah,
and take ownership of your emotions, basically, right?
yeah,
And
exactly.
I don't know how a person would be strong if they pretended to be happy because,
Yeah,
like, I mean, I think that's blatantly wrong. And another thing, like, fun tip is that if you ever are really sad and for momentarily want to, like, get a good rush of happy hormones, you should actually try fake laughing.
okay.
That's the whole point of, if you know, there's this fake laughing thing in yoga where people like
Oh,
actually laugh out loud.
Yeah, I've
that's
seen
the
it in a
same.
lot of parks. There are a lot of people doing
Yeah.
it's called laughing glass and they're laughing for no reason. And it's very funny to watch them.
Yeah, as funny as it is scientifically proven. So they have all the reasons to be doing it. Because so when you laugh, your muscles kind of fake it that you're actually happy, and it sends a signal to your brain to release dopamine. So it's working for them. They're happy and they're alive for a reason.
Okay. So yeah, you could probably give that a try next time.
Yeah, you can.
Moving on to our next one, it says psychology says you get depressed because you know that you're not what you should be. And it's the same place, psychmind.com. Yeah, it's actually, can you break the sentence down because it's not really
Yeah, so from what I just heard, I kind of think the people are the person is trying to find a reason for why depression occurs. Right? And there are various reasons why depression could occur. Okay, it could be genetic, it could be because of your lifestyle, it could be because of a few other disorders that you might have, like let's say thyroid or any other anxiety issue that could be giving rise to depression, right?
Exactly.
There are many other etiologies for depression, but that is not one.
Exactly.
Like, if I go by what he's saying, that there are two selves, the real and ideal, and if he thinks there's a contrast between these two, then we might be having an identity crisis. We might not necessarily have depression, right? So
Okay, so and I think one of the other reasons that usually people with depression, they're not able to find a solution for their problem, and their thought process goes on into this loop and this repetitive pattern, and they're just struggling to get out of it. And this, if it goes on for like more than 2-3 weeks, they're still in that very uncomfortable phase, and they're not moving any further. Even that is one of the major signs of depression.
Yeah, so the duration, like you were talking about, that we usually give to people is 6 months. If they've been experiencing low mood for no reason, and this low mood is usually seen in multiple settings, like they're socially isolated and they have either weight gain or weight loss, disturbance in eating habits, disturbance in sleeping patterns. All of this might be indicating towards depression and not just you not knowing who you are.
Who you should be.
Who you should be.
Okay, another one is psychology says if you cry alone, then you are very strong.
Give me a break.
And it's by Mr. Tubelight.
Mr. Tubelight, hi, if you're watching this, I really think you should
by
stop.
by yourcode.in. So okay,
Yes.
like it just means that for me, for like a non-psychologist, it means that he's not very comfortable with crying around people, and that's why he wants to hide it. He's not very comfortable with expressing sadness as he would express happiness. And maybe usually this this social stigma goes around saying you have to be always happy. It's like just try to normalize being a human, that really, like, we are not robots. We can't be only having a set of emotions and just dealing with that. We are made up of so many emotions and thoughts and feelings, and just normalizing that would be a great help. so she's gonna
Yeah.
skip.
Yeah, I mean, the very fact that how we express emotions also is put into gender brackets.
Exactly.
Sort of like when a girl is very expressive, they call her emotional, they call her sensitive, they call
Crazy.
her crazy, yeah, and they call her dramatic, and
Yeah.
all of these labels are put on her, right?
Yeah.
And when
the
a
same
man
thing. Yeah.
doesn't express, he's called very macho. And all of that, right?
Exactly.
I mean, this is how we give rise to toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to be entertaining such sort of mindsets anymore.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, come on, we're in 2021. I think we need to make emotions available to all genders.
Exactly.
Come on.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And I read in one of our studies, studies, it says that more men feel more vulnerable in reaching out or seeking help than women, because they are so caught up in this social stigma. And I don't blame just the person who's facing it, because they are usually surrounded with so many people saying the same things again and again. And yeah, it's not, if a man is crying or feeling sad, you can't just walk up to him and say, "Oh man up, you're strong."
Yeah.
And don't be a girl. Like, what's it even supposed to mean?
Mean, yeah. Like, one more thing I just wanted to add was that, like, just so you know, when emotions are not let out, okay, so they manifest into physical symptoms.
Oh,
You could actually get physically ill, right? Like, if most of you all know, anxiety has a lot of gastrointestinal issues when you have anxiety, right? It's very dependent on each other.
Yeah.
So it's good. If somebody is expressing how they feel, they're not doing it to seek attention or to be dramatic. So just try to sort of be there, not have any judgments, and just
just
give them
like
that comfort.
exactly. Or
Right?
you can just, the least thing you can do is give them the space,
Hmm.
or just like sit next to them, and you don't even have to say anything. They
Yeah.
probably just need a person who, like, share their emotions or feelings. That's the least you could do.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to our
Yeah.
next one. So, and this one says, psychology says people with short height have the sharpest mind and are very clever. Okay. I'm tall. She's tall. Are you calling us dumb? What is this here?
Okay, we're offended. So yeah, let's talk about that. Like, if you know, IQ is dependent on a lot of things, like genetics, the cognitive activities that you were sort of learning when you were an infant, and the kind of exposure you've had to things, and the kind of education level you've got, and all of this, even diet for that matter. It depends on what kind of diet you got, and your entire prenatal and postnatal period, and all of that. But yeah, like they say, the mother's genes are more dominant in the kind of IQ you have. Studies have proven that, but then whenever I haven't tried a single study that speaks about any
Height.
correlation with height and intelligence.
So thank you for watching our video.
Yay.
And if you come across more of such psychology based content, do email it to us at info@peaceofmind.com, and Rithika will be reviewing it for you. Or else you can just leave a comment down below and share it with everyone. And if you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe for more. And thank you till next week. Bye and take care till then.
Bye bye.